All right, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, the dynamic duo pod is back underway. All right, we got USA basketball talking this year's team. We're talking all-time USA teams. We're talking international players. And then we're gonna get into a little USA Canada. They play tonight. Hope all y'all know we're gonna be tuning in, but we're gonna talk about that battle too. Look at the rosters and all that. But let's get straight into it with the 2024 team we're looking on here, and we already got a change. Kawhi Leonard is dropping out, and I can read you this statement real quick, but basically, him and the Clippers determined it's his best interest to spend the remainder of the offseason getting ready for the next season and not playing for USA. So that tells
Yeah.
me, that
I
tells
mean,
me
it's
yeah, they don't want him to get hurt and then miss the whole season. They're spending $50 million on nobody. So this is crazy. But yeah, Mose, what you got to say about Kawhi not playing?
yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, it makes no sense how I don't know. There's been some weird things that's happened with Kawhi's career so far, like playing or not playing wise. But him even showing up for 4 days in Vegas, like I don't understand the point. I mean, what is 4 days gonna tell you about running and if you can do that or not, or if you can even play? I mean, I just don't understand what the thought process was of him even joining the team. And him even showing up and doing the mini camp with the team. I saw clips of him, had highlights. Some people voted him, like those rankings that the peers did, as the best player on the court. So, I mean, yeah, it's confusing to me how he backs out and they already had a sub ready to go with Derek White.
Yeah, and no, yeah. And yeah, I think it was more the Clippers telling him like you better not play because if you get hurt and you don't play for us, like we're losing out so much money and so
Uh-huh.
many fans. But yeah, like you said, Derek White's the sub.
Yeah.
Um, I really don't know how to feel about it. Uh, we saw Jalen Brown on Twitter. Y'all go look it up. He tweeted out a little diss, little emojis like not sure what this is, but
Yeah.
Derek White was not on my list of probably top 15 guys I would have on this roster,
hmm
but he's the sub. I was saying, why don't we get the boy Cooper Flag in there? Come on, man. Why not bring in the young gun and let him ball out? It's not
That's
gonna hurt,
true.
but
AD was 19 when he was on the 2012 team,
exactly. I mean,
but
it's a little different, but he's
it is
17.
different because he played a year in college, but Flag's got to be 18. I mean, he should be a senior in high school.
He, yeah, exactly. He could be
Yeah.
in the NBA right now. We all know that. Like,
Yeah. So we saw those clips of him torching the team, which is crazy. But all right. So I think there's definitely 10 to 15 players that could be ranked above Derek White on this team. You got Kyrie,
dude,
Jimmy Butler, I mean, Paul George, Jalen
D.
Brown, as you
Mitch,
said, D. Mitch,
Jalen Brown,
Trey
Jalen
Young,
Brunson,
Jalen Brunson. But I will say,
Fox.
I think you don't with look at the roster you got. Look at the players we're looking at. You have all these stars. How about you get someone like Derek White, who was on the Celtics, who just won it all, who's good at being a role player. I mean, he knows exactly what to do. He's used to it on the Celtics.
I agree.
Once they said that or thought about he was going to be that next guy up, I think it makes sense because you have all these wings, all these guards that are already going to carry the playing time and the load. So I
Yep.
think having Derek White being that guy that's going to come in and just do what needs to be done, and he knows his role.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like crazy. I think it works,
Yeah, no, and these are all number one options. We're looking at this team right here. These are all number one options. Like,
except for Drew. Yeah,
yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And Drew Holiday is kind of that guy that knows how to play his role, can
true.
play with anybody, like you're saying with Derek White. And Derek White probably wouldn't be upset if he's not getting play time. But a guy like,
hmm
D Mitch or Jalen Brunson, like if they ain't, if there's not enough playing time for him, like you don't know how they might be. But I'm really thinking, I mean, it kind of same thing with Jalen Brown, but maybe Jalen Brown's like not the best teammate. But like, it's crazy they went straight to Derrick White over a guy on their own team, Jaylen Brown. But I don't know, man. Celtics management must be running the USA team at this point. But I do
Yeah.
agree, Derrick White's probably like the number one role player in the NBA. So
Hmm.
I rock with it a little bit. It's just it was out of left field, but then they said it and it's like confirmed. It's like, okay, all right, Derrick White, Team USA. But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I guess he was just like ready for a call. He was probably ready for Kawhi's call because they knew it'd be Kawhi or some shit.
yeah. And I mean, yeah, there's no like rumors surrounding him. There's no contract negotiations. Like he's probably the least like dramatic dude ever. So it makes sense, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense
So
in that regard.
with that being said, no Kawhi Leonard. KD is hurt right now. We don't know how he's gonna be. I guess, I mean, I think he'll be fine for the Olympics, but for this exhibition. But let's talk
Mhm.
starting lineups for this team
So,
2024. Uh, I'll give you mine real quick.
okay.
You tell me what you think. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can go at it, but I'm
Yeah,
going
there is.
Curry at the one, Ant-Man shooting guard, LeBron, actually no, Tatum small forward to sub in for Kawhi and KD. This is with no without them. Bron and then Embiid just because he's an unstoppable force.
Hmm.
That's the five I'm thinking that they're going to go with. Obviously, I'd swap Tatum for KD if he's, I mean, yeah, swap in KD if he's fine. But what do you think as far as starting?
Yeah, I think that is probably going to be the starting five tonight against Canada. But if I'm looking at if I'm looking at this lineup, I go LeBron at point. I've been seeing he's running point guard for this squad. Um, I go Curry at the two. He
Fair,
can play off ball,
fair.
and I'd go Tatum and KD at the wings, and then obviously Embiid at the five. But I mean, if KD's not able to play like tonight, I think Ant-Man is that next guy in line. So it'd be Curry, Anthony Edwards, LeBron, Tatum, and Embiid.
Okay, okay.
But Embiid, I don't know. It's just like Embiid's not American. So like in a way, I want them to start AD because he's from America and he's played on the team before.
Right.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it's
mean,
probably going to be Embiid.
either way, Anthony Davis coming off the bench is ridiculous, or Embiid coming off the bench. But also,
I don't know.
we could talk about a big lineup where they just go shoot Drew Holiday, LeBron, Tatum, AD, and Embiid. Like,
Or
holy
Bam.
cow. Or Bam and AD, which is going to be the bench. Like, holy cow. I mean, that is dangerous. Like, if we're just trying to go big and screw the spacing and all that. But even then, AD and Bam, I mean, AD and Embiid can space it as better as any center in the entire game. So, I mean, it's obviously stacked. Um, dude, the bench is gonna come in and wreak havoc. But I gotta say one thing. I don't understand why Tyrese Haliburton is on this team. I really just think he doesn't fit and he just doesn't really do anything for him. Like, I guess he's the backup point and like ball handler, but like I just don't think he does anything for this team. Like what does he
Yeah.
bring to the table, honestly? Like I would have rather had De'Aaron Fox. I would have rather had Jalen Brunson. Maybe even I'd rather have Tyrese Maxey, the other Tyrese over Halliburton, like 100%. So
They're all better players, but
there's got to
look
be
at
a reason.
they're all better players. I mean, I
Just
think the
like
reason is because Halliburton played last year on the FIBA team, but
exactly. I was
they
gonna
got fourth place and lost to Canada in the third place game. But I would say there's not many great passers on this team. And if you take him out and you put Maxi on, I'm just saying, even if he is to get in, 'cause he's probably not gonna play that much. I'd say him and Bam will probably play the least. And by the way, Kawhi coming off the bench is just crazy if he was healthy. But I don't know. I mean, LeBron's a great passer. I can't think of another great passer on this team. And
Curry.
I guess Tyrese is on the team because his passing.
I
That's my
know,
only
but it's
thing.
I just think like I just don't think he does much for this team at all. Like maybe I'm tripping, but maybe he's just gonna
Yeah.
dish the ball and all that. But it's like, man, I don't know. Maybe he just got good relationships and he's a nice
Yeah.
guy, so that's why they picked him. Like, but
They have everything else. I mean, I feel
man,
like
they don't
just
need more scoring. You're right, but
that's what I'm saying. But yeah, I agree with you on the point where there's so much more talent to get.
like
So much more talent.
and when we were watching that scrimmage from last night or whatever it was, 2 days ago, like I just think he just looks goofy out there, dude. I don't know what it is about his play style or like I just don't think he's like attacking and posing will on anybody.
Yeah.
Like Drew Holiday, like I can see he's scaring people on the court with like defense and he can play
Hmm.
and all that. I just think Haliburton, like I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan, but that's another story for another day. I just had to say that I don't think he fits on this team at all, but you're
Who
right.
would you say would fit the best? One player who do you think would fit the best in his place?
Dude, I would say De'Aaron Fox. And then right after that, probably Tyrese Maxey, just because Fox can dish it. He can score his own. He's fast as hell, get the ball pushing. I think
Hmm.
he's a better point guard than Tyrese, but for some reason they go Tyrese. And then obviously Maxey, he's younger. He hadn't been in the league as much as Halliburton, or what are they? The same class, 1 year older?
Hmm.
I don't know. I'd rather have Tyrese Maxey than Halliburton and
Hmm.
Fox, just because shoot, they don't need to have the ball and they can still make plays like that. I don't know. They're just as good as shooters. Like it's weird to me, but whatever. Like they
The only
say,
way, the only reason I think that makes sense is because he was on the team last year, the FIBA team, but Brunson was too. They were both the point guards last year. So
give me
Brunson not,
Brunson like
especially after the year that he had, I'm surprised he didn't get an invite to the team.
I
That's all.
know, like that's what I'm saying. I wish we could know the behind the scenes of all this, but it's definitely got to be relationships with the coaches and the management and like the guys
Or
running
players. I mean, do you think
or
players
play.
should?
Yeah, I mean, shoot. I feel like a lot of guys don't like D Book, but maybe nobody on this team really cares about D Book like that. So it's whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely relationships or something like that. They might have something against Jalen Brunson. Who knows? But
Yeah.
man,
Maybe it'll surprise us. We'll see.
yeah, maybe it will surprise us. I just don't really like him out there, but it's whatever. I think he's definitely the worst player on this team. But
Hmm.
people can look at stats and say he averaged 20 and 10, but like Pat Bev said, if you had the ball for 48 minutes, you could get 10 assists too. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm a
No,
rock
that's
with that.
facts.
I'm a
I
rock.
wouldn't, yeah, I don't think he's gonna play much. If I had to pick one like dark horse player that's it's gonna like make a big impact on this team, like a sneaky big impact, I'd say Drew Holiday. Obviously, I mean we've talked about him a little bit, but he's the best on-ball defender that we have on our team. And I don't know, I just think he can do everything. He's been on the Team USA before. So I just think he knows what to do. He's old and he knows how to play with these good players. He
Right,
was just
like the stats aren't going to look crazy, but
yeah.
the impact, that's just who Drew Holiday is. He doesn't do
Hmm.
the
On any
stats, but
team.
like if you look at his stats, you're missing the point. Look at the box score, like you got to watch him play. And it might not be assists, it's just making the right play, locking dudes up, getting steals and all that. But I mean, I wouldn't really call Ant Edwards a dark horse, but I feel like it would be a shocker if he doesn't start. And I feel like he's gonna be the young gun just going crazy. Like you look at the ages on all these guys, like Ant Edwards is by far the youngest. I guess Tyrese is young too, and I can see Ant just going ham, coming off a
Hmm.
great season. He's got the fresh legs, like he's ready to go. I can see him just going off against some of these teams, and I think Ant's going to be the MVP of the team, dark horse MVP. Might not be stats, but it's just going to be like, holy shit, dude, no one can guard this guy when he's just like up, like fast break with this team. Like it's going to be scary.
Yeah, and like I feel like when like other teams look at this team, you think you don't see Anthony Edwards first. You see
Right.
Bron, KD, Curry, Embiid, Tatum.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be really interesting to see when KD is like back from whatever injury is. It's gonna be a tough decision for Steve Kerr. I think he's the head coach. To who you're going to start between Bron, Curry, Tatum, KD, and Ant. Like you got to start five of the six. So it's
Think
going to be
I think automatically you got to go Curry, LeBron, and KD just because they're the OGs.
yeah, you
Those
got
are
to.
automatic.
That makes
And
sense.
so I think Ant fits in at shooting guard, and then Tatum off the bench. But if
That's just
KD's
weird.
out, huh?
That's just weird not starting Tatum.
I know it is true, but also
Crazy.
there's no way you're not starting Braun. There's no way you're not starting KD. Like those two dudes have been doing it for since we were born, since
Yeah.
2012 they've been doing this. So you got to start them. They might not play the most. We don't know how LeBron, I mean, dude, he never looks like he's his age, so he might play the most of anybody, but yeah, I mean, if Tatum's not playing, I mean, if KD's not playing to start, definitely Tatum in his spot. But I think Braun, KD, and Curry got to start and figure the rest out after that.
Yeah. It's definitely going to come down to Tatum and Edwards. And obviously Bron, KD, and Curry, they're going to start. You said I don't know how many minutes they're going to play, but if they need to finish the game, I don't think they're going to have to finish most, but I think they'll start and finish and let the young guys do all the running in the middle of the games. I think that's how it should be played, but they know what they're doing. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and also we've never seen Curry in the Olympics. It's
that's
about to be
facts.
it's about to be cool. Um,
The 3-point
him,
line's shorter
dude,
too.
him spacing the floor, like him, LeBron, and Kevin Durant on the same court, same team has never happened.
Just
And then
yeah.
throw in, shoot, we'll go big and throw in AD and Embiid. Like, oh my
Mhm.
goodness. Or you go young guys, you throw in Ant and Tatum next to them. Screw it. We'll go five wide or whatever. Like, dude, this team is scary on paper. We got to
It's
see
gonna
how they
be
play, but on paper,
it,
deadly.
dude, it's crazy. And like they're all on the same team together for like the first time all together. And it's not an all-star game where like they're not trying.
Yeah, that
Like
don't matter to me. That don't matter.
exactly. So this is the first time they're all fucking like trying and like going hard together. It's gonna be so fun to watch.
Le,
And like
Le,
they're going hard obviously because they're playing for the Olympics too. So
LeBron lobs to Anthony Edwards is gonna feed families. That's a
and
fact.
dishes to Curry for three.
I'm laughing because we haven't said one word about D-Book. He's just kind of over there chilling. And
No, it's
D-Book is
facts. I didn't really see him over there. He's over there.
D-Book's he doesn't even look like him. D-Book's gonna come in off the bench and just spray and get buckets. I mean, it's also weird to think about the timing. Like it's 10-minute quarters, right?
Mhm.
10-minute quarters. There's no defense at 3 seconds. So it's a completely different game. But yeah, so like all the minutes and the stats are lowered and the
Yeah.
team's so stacked. But D-Book's gonna come in and get buckets, and that's about all he's
Mhm.
gonna do. So it's funny that
Yeah.
we didn't even mention him. But
I know. It's because Anthony Edwards has too much aura. Just
yeah,
over there to Edwards.
dude, he's gonna be dunking on that first Anthony Edwards poster is going viral all over social media.
It's gonna be
But yeah,
vicious.
all right, so final starting lineup. We'll say no KD. We'll say KD still hurt. I'm going Curry at the one, and at the two, Bron, Tatum, and Embiid.
All right.
What you
I got the
got?
same five without KD, but at the one though, I'm just gonna put LeBron because he's gonna bring it up, I think, and then Curry two and three, Tatum four, and throw
Okay,
Embiid at the five. But I mean, we got the same five. We're just playing a
same
little
thing.
different.
I think you rock with that. Obviously, AD can come in and just play just as good as Embiid. But
Hmm.
talking about Embiid, what are the chances you think Embiid plays this whole thing without getting hurt? With playing every game. I hope it happens. I don't wish nothing on him.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. There's three games. They got Serbia, South Sudan, and Puerto Rico. One's against Jokic. Um,
Sergio's gonna be lit.
yeah, and they got two exhibition games with
Joke.
tonight, Canada, obviously, and then Serbia too. So I mean, it's gonna be less than 10 games, I think. So he has so much less pressure than he does with the Sixers, like game wise and just like season wise.
Yeah,
Um,
minutes and all that.
yeah, way less minutes. He doesn't need to score 30 like he does for the Sixers to even think about winning.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, dude, he gets injured so much, but I think,
I pray he's okay.
yeah, I mean, all these young guys can score and take over during the game, but like if we really need a bucket, no one internationally besides Giannis and Jokic can guard Embiid. So we're gonna need him at some point.
Yeah, Jokic can't even guard him. He can give him work on the offensive end.
Hmm.
But Embiid is just a unit. Like, yeah, feed the
Yeah.
beast when we need to, feed AD when we need to in the paint. Dude,
Hmm.
it's gonna be so cool to like I didn't it's gonna be just so cool to watch Olympic basketball. I haven't really watched since I don't even know if I watched 2016. Like I don't really remember it because Bron and KD I don't think played. Or maybe
Hmm.
KD did, but
KD did.
last time I remember watching was 2012. And dude,
Hmm.
it's so much fun to watch. It's so much different, but it's just like seeing all these guys, it's like literally like the dream team. It's gonna be cool as fuck. So I'm
Yeah.
hyped. Hyped to
Who do
see
you
it.
think who do you think is gonna lead the team in scoring?
Dude, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking I'm thinking Embiid or Anthony Edwards.
That's what I was saying. I was just thinking about it because
Just
we said we're gonna need him at some point, and then you said I mean the Olympic rules too, blocks. AD's gonna get so many blocks
oh yeah,
in
dude.
the game.
Oh yeah. AD could be a dark horse too. I just don't think he'll start. But I mean, yeah, it's hard
Really,
for centers because they're not gonna be shooting threes. And it just like there ain't enough time to do all that. But yeah,
they'll be
dude.
in the
Who
paint.
do you think? Who do you think?
I think scoring wise, it's gonna be KD, who's the all-time leading scorer for the USA, or
Well,
Embiid. It
forgot.
could be Ant too, but
I would,
like,
if KD's healthy, yeah, I would go leading the team in scoring. I would go Embiid one, KD two, Ant three. I think Ant's just gonna go nuts.
yeah, I'd go KD,
He's-
Embiid, and then Ant,
I
and
like it.
then assist. I mean, everyone's gonna get assists, and
Yeah,
then
you can't even.
blocks. I think AD might just lead the whole Olympics in blocks. Actually, I'll take that back. Wemby will be a one for France, but AD is gonna get so many blocks off the rim. I mean, you can goaltend like over the rim. It's gonna be crazy.
But yeah,
And
it shoot Tatum might be up there and we're just not even talking about him, but
exactly,
because you
too
never
many.
know. But switching to talk about like all-time teams a little bit, like
Hmm.
the past teams. Dwayne Wade led the team in '08 in scoring
That's crazy.
with a prime Kobe, with a prime LeBron. And it's just by like point 0.5 and like there's just
Yeah.
not that many points to go around, but still Dwayne Wade led it. Then 2012 it was KD, second was Carmelo. Carmelo
Hmm.
was insane in the Olympics. Again, prime Braun on that team and he didn't even need to score like that. So
Yeah.
it's really tough. It could be Tatum, it could be Ant just because they're the young guys and they're gonna be fucking balling. So
And they're not going to be used to, they're going to be scoring like 17, 18 a game. They're so used to scoring 25, 30. It's going to be
exactly.
crazy. Like all of them together coming to one as one. It's going
Like
to
we
be wild. And they got Canada tonight, Canada squad.
should we talk
But
about it?
I think, dude, I think Canada squad is nice. They're probably top three team in the Olympics.
Here we
Uh,
go.
there we go.
Here's the roster. All but two guys are in the NBA. This is gonna be a dogfight for sure.
Who is it? Melvin Ejim and Kihim Birch are the two not in the league.
Yep, those two guys. So you got Shea, Jamal, Dylan
RJ.
Brooks, Lou Dort, RJ Barrett,
Their bigs
Nemhard,
are weak.
Biggs. Yeah, Olynyk, no way he's starting, but he might be. Dwight Powell, like, dude, that's food.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
Trey
when we
Lyles,
play
I forgot
Canada,
about, bro.
oh, I mean, yeah.
But
I mean, it's
still,
just like none of these players besides maybe Shea, Jamal would make the team. Like Nimhard's okay. Olynyk can hit a few threes against bigs, like stretching out. But when we play Canada, we just need to impose our will in the paint. And we are so much bigger,
facts.
stronger, and more athletic. I mean, Embiid and AD and Bam, they should just have field days against Canada. They really
Yeah,
should.
and good luck scoring on them too. Yeah, screw it. Put Bam and Bede and like play them at the same time. Play Bam and AD at the same time. Come and try us in the paint. Like it's not gonna work out for you well, I promise.
Why not do that? They need to do
So,
that, and like
I
it's
think they
just kill
will.
them.
I
Just
think
kill
that's
them.
why I think Bam will actually play a lot more, or like these big lineups. It's
Hmm.
gonna be Bam playing. He's just a beast of a defender. He can guard anybody, and he's
Hmm.
gonna be locking up in the paint. But
And
yeah,
our wings are way bigger. I mean, they have
yeah,
Dylan Brooks, Dort. They have some good defenders, I guess, but they're all so young, dude. I mean, I'd be shocked if it's even like a 7, 8 point game. They should win by 15, 20, I think, if they
they
were going
should.
all out.
But like we're saying, is like, I mean, yeah, they should, but it's less minutes, harder to score. The scoring, I mean, the totals are always lower, but still,
Hmm.
our team should just go nuts. But yeah,
Yeah.
they don't have the big guys to rock with AD and Embiid. They should be our leading scorers, or just Bron and Anthony Edwards attacking the rim. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be nice to see.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah, bro,
imagine tonight at 10:30. I mean,
I'm tuning in. I'll tell you that much. I'm
oh
tuning in.
yeah. They
Sure.
got in Vegas and then they'll play them again in Paris, I think, before the Olympics start, but they'll be seeing them again after this exhibition for
Yeah,
sure because they're a top 3, top 5 team. They're just so young and um, they just don't match up well against Team USA. So,
I really don't think so.
not at
But
all.
that I think them and France are gonna be the toughest comp. France is kind of the opposite. They got the big
Yeah.
dudes and they can hang with us big dudes and they got a pretty solid team. So I think France gonna be pretty crazy tough to deal with. But yeah, I'm really interested to see this Canada game. It's gonna be a full NBA players out on that court. So it's gonna be pretty
No,
crazy.
that's facts. No, no, they're not going to play their two non-NBA players. I promise you that, unless they're getting killed. Um,
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But let's talk about well, we're still looking at this team a little bit, but let's talk about some
all-time
NBA
USA teams.
all-time USA teams. So, do you want to give me your favorite team, your favorite USA team of all time, and I'll give you mine?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like in real life, we didn't watch the Dream Team. We weren't born yet,
Yeah.
but we've heard so much about that team. Like, and obviously, we saw it in the documentary, The Last Dance. Um, but I think the most stacked team, a little biased because of like our age, but I'd say either 2008 with Kobe, LeBron, Melo, prime CP3, Dwayne Wade, Dwight Howard. I mean, they were so stacked and they played Spain, maybe in the championship. They were always a really good team, but I don't know. I just think that team was the most stacked on paper, and
By
they
far,
showed
dude.
it. They showed it when they played. And obviously this year, 2024 is insane too. But look at this roster.
This
Didn't
is
even
that
mention Harden.
it's that 2012 team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is 2012.
Yes, sir. I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah, they
Westbrook
got
in there,
Westbrook.
KD in there, Melo in there. Yeah, dude. Definitely like, oh my God, prime Bron, prime KD, absolutely different. Prime CP3 kinda. So this is your go-to 2012.
I said 2008.
Oh, you said '08.
But I
Okay,
mean, dude, it's kind of the same roster though, if you think about
switch
it.
up on me, but check this out. My thing's lagging. Here we go.
I like that roster, man.
That starting five is crazy. I mean, yeah. I was gonna say '08 too, just because prime Wade, prime Kobe, and prime LeBron running around out there. I mean, dude, their fast breaks were ridiculous. Like
I know.
just dunk after dunk. And when you look at the dream team, obviously we weren't alive, but Larry Bird and Magic like scored the least on the team. Like they were old as hell and out of the league. They just hopped on the dream team because it was the dream team. But it was it was Charles Barkley and Jordan leading the team. And Barkley actually led the team in
Yeah,
scoring.
he led the team in scoring, which is
And he
crazy.
and he took about 35 less shots than Jordan. I looked it
Yeah,
up. So Jordan was chucking and Barkley was just getting buckets.
Yeah,
But
Jordan
yeah,
was up a little youngin, but opposed
dude,
to the other guys. But dude, Dwight Howard, I mean, he was a force back
force.
in 2008 through like 2015.
Right. Oh wait, this is prime. Just athletic prime of all five guys right here.
Literally.
And the only thing that I say about this 2012 is they had Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
And
you added him.
honestly, I think I might go with them just
Okay.
because they had Wade, or no, not Wade. I'm sorry.
Wait,
Kobe,
what on?
Bron, Durant, and Melo. And dude, Olympic Melo, that the 15 was just insane.
Yeah.
So
There's
my
Cody
favorite,
Mello and there's Olympic Mello. Both
no,
are
yeah. Before these, all your young kids who don't know about it, go look up Olympic Melo highlights. Dude was automatic from three, like 53% from three, like ridiculous. KD was shooting 52% from three, led the team in scoring. So this is my favorite team just because
Mhm.
it's got everybody. But I think the best team ever is that '08 team for sure. Like
Yeah.
it, dude, just prime Kobe. This is an iconic photo right here. Prime
Jesus.
Kobe, prime Bron athleticism. Dude was a fucking created in a lab. Prime Mello. Like what else? I mean, not prime Mello, prime Wade. What else can you say, bro? Like
That's
they
all
were just
you need.
insane.
Especially like on an Olympic team. Like there's a few international players like in the league that are like top notch, but not really back then. So this is just like the best players in the league, and they're playing on our Olympic team.
Oh,
And
was the
yeah,
best.
let's see if anyone can name all these players on the team. There's only one hard player.
It's only one. It's Michael Redd,
Yeah, Michael Redd.
Tayshaun Prince, Carlos Boozer.
I
But
think
yeah,
Anthony
dude.
Davis was added to this team though.
No, that was 2012. This is '08.
Okay, I'm getting them mixed up. Yeah, 12
Yeah.
and
But
8.
no, yeah. They had a young Dwight in his prime, a young Chris Bosh too, who was booming on people still, the most athletic LeBron, most athletic D Wade, and then literally the greatest version of Kobe Bryant that we've ever seen was
Mhm.
Olympic Kobe, I think, in '07 and '08. If you look up some of them footage, you'll get to see. But so yeah, uh my favorite team is 2012, but I think this team right here, '08, beats anybody in history. And yes, I'm talking about the dream team. I don't care. They were old. It was just Jordan, Barkley, Malone, and them guys. Larry Bird and Magic, like on paper, it looks great. They weren't as good as this team actually whooping people.
I
And
agree. I mean, if Charles Barkley's your leading scorer, I mean, obviously Jordan was the best player, and like everyone thinks of the dream team for Jordan. But if you look at our 2008 team, who's guarding Barkley in the starting lineup? Dude, just put 6'9" LeBron on him. Barkley's 6'6", and you'll be fine.
yeah,
He's 3 inches taller, way more athletic and faster, and probably not as beefy, but he's just as strong. I mean, dude, I just think they match up very good against him with Kobe on Jordan. That's just
right. Love it.
and then LeBron can take Pippen on the dribble on the bounce. I don't know.
Easy.
Dwight, Karl Malone, LeBron's guarding Charles Barkley with ease, and is he guarding him? No. Um, you
Yeah.
got Melo, yeah. I don't know. This team is just so stacked. Go back to that 2012 team real quick.
All right, so we got 2012 right here.
Yeah, and then 2012, I mean, you got a young Harden and Westbrook, right when Harden was leaving the OKC Thunder. Iguodala, he didn't really play much, but people forget about they probably see Heat K Love and don't think about Minnesota Timberwolves K Love.
It was a dog.
They used to call him the board machine. He would grab
Dude, hey,
every rebound that comes off the glass, average 14, 15 a game.
talk about
He
it.
was a monster.
Hey, he was fifth in scoring on this team. So you're
Was
speaking
he?
facts. It was, can you name the top five in scoring on this team right here, Mose?
LeBron, Melo, Kobe. Not in order.
Not in order.
All right, LeBron, Melo, Kobe, um,
You're forgetting.
Durant, and K Love.
Yep, that's who I was gonna say. You're
K
forgetting
Love
KD.
was K Love was fifth.
Yep, Kalo was fifth. So it went
Wow.
KD with 19, Carmelo was 16. I'm telling you, Melo was disgusting.
Hmm.
LeBron with 13, Kobe with 12, K-Love with 11 a game. And then Darren
That's
Williams was in
insane.
there getting buckets, throwing dimes. That's crazy.
Chris
So
Paul throwing
obviously
dimes.
the stats are just a little bit down because they're so loaded and there's not that much time. But man, this team was disgusting. And yeah, this dude, I mean, what do you say? Caleb was in there balling. They might have had a trouble with the bigs from the Dream Team, but no one is guarding LeBron, Melo, and Durant. Good luck, dude. Good luck. Like
Yeah, and
they're
that's crazy. They're only getting like LeBron's only getting
13.
13 points a game, but
But
like they
he
don't care. I
needs
mean,
to.
when they come together, they know how to
Dude,
turn it up and play together.
on 60% shooting. That's
That's
insane.
crazy.
But listen to this though. Like I was saying, KD shot 52% from three, and Melo shot 50% from three, bro. It
Dude,
was
it's because they've, I mean,
automatic.
that's insane, first of all, but it's because you got Braun, CP3, Westbrook, Kobe just driving and getting them all open. That's all they can ask for, and that's why they have so fun with it, probably, because they just get such good shots together.
This team is crazy. Yeah, this is probably my favorite team. Hell, they might take the '08 team, but I just think Kobe was not as great as he was in '08. '08 was like the peak Kobe. This one, 2012, is still nice, but I mean, you can go back and forth. It's kind of the same team. You just add K Love, take out Dwight Howard,
And D Wade.
and add Kevin Durant to this and take out D Wade. So yeah, it's you're splitting hairs here, but my
LeBron's the same LeBron 2008, 2012. We'll say it's the same.
so yeah, and the reason I'm taking these guys over the Dream Team, people are gonna say, the Dream Team beat everybody by 40, and dude, the competition wasn't like that at all. So I got a stat right here. In 1992, the amount of international players that were in the NBA was 23. In
Wow.
2023, 24, where we are right now, there's 125 international players. And I think it was 95 back in 2012, 2011. So dude, the NBA is just
Insane.
changed. The world has changed. The NBA's blown up and more people are just playing basketball around the world and they're like, all right, we're gonna send our guys to the NBA because they can make a fortune and make a living off of it. It's just gotten so much better. So you can't say they only beat Spain by 8, 10 points or whatever. It's like, dude, that Spain team is loaded. They had Pau Gasol, Marc Gasol,
Hmm.
Fernandez was out there, all those guys. Like the dream team in '92 was literally they assembled the best 15 players in the league, and there was nobody that could mess with them. It wasn't even fair. And like it would be equivalent if you drop this team in '92, they would think they would arrest everyone for witchcraft. They wouldn't know what to do with a 7 foot Kevin Durant. Look at KD's the tallest player in this damn picture,
I don't
shooting
know.
50% from three, dunking on people. Dude, it's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, I agree. They would beat the dream team. I mean, 2008 would probably beat the team too. They're so much more athletic, move faster, have more competition. This team was the year Kobe drilled Pau Gasol
Yeah.
in
No,
that
that was
video.
'08. This is
That was 08. Okay.
yeah, well,
I
we
mean,
keep
the
getting
same
mixed
same
up.
teams though, and he
Right.
drilled Pau Gasol. I mean, that was a good documentary. But dude, Spain, like, there's no one really in the league from Spain anymore. It's just all the international players. They're all from the countries in Europe or like a little bit in Canada. That's about it, bro. But
So yeah, hey, we're tuning in. Man, this '08 team, GOAT team by far. We're tuning in tonight, USA Canada. We're coming at y'all soon with some NBA power rankings, team power rankings. Stay
they
tuned for
they
that.
are whooping Canada tonight.